I'm Susanna Gill. I am 47. I am the chair of Two Brews. This is a charity from Salford, and we help the homeless, hope to feed them and clothe them, and we cover Manchester and Salford.
So how long have you worked with Two Brews for?
Well, Two Brews started on Christmas Day of last year, so it's not been going very long. But this group, people have just jumped on it, and we want to help. But I think that's got a lot to do with the pandemic.
Yeah.
Because of the year from last year, people have become more empathetic and compassionate against other people, and realise, in actual fact, I'm closer to the street than I actually thought I was.
Yeah.
You may have lost a job, sometimes you have a great laugh, but sometimes you have the hard stories and you get the rough with the smooth, but we're just here to kind of put a smile on the face and be that person to have a conversation with, because some of them are just lonely.
Yeah.
It's all about people coming together.
Yeah.
It's massive community spirit, and without it, we wouldn't be who we were, really.
Yeah.
The group invited me along to an Easter event they hosted on St Anne's Square.
Evan Ray.
Carrie Bamford.
So what sort of sweet treats have you got on offer today?
Oh, we've got all sorts. So we've got cake that was donated from a bakery in Manchester. These are made by our resident bakers, Jane and Bev.
They're lovely. They are lovely.
At events like these, homeless people are not only provided with hot drinks, food and clothes, but also support.
51 to 55, Jonathan!
Away from all the fun, I spoke to Jordan, one of the organisers, about what they saw during the first COVID-19 lockdown.
So obviously they come into place and they were all meant to be put in hotels and hostels, but we still operated the same nights. We operated through the whole of the lockdown, and we're still giving out the same, all right, maybe a little bit less, but we're still giving a lot of meals.
Yeah.
We found that a lot of guys were getting put in hotels, and then next thing they're back on the streets, and we was asking, what is, and they just didn't like the sort of being put in a hotel and do a lot of threatening and what have you in there. So they were on the streets quicker than they were actually put in the hotels, to be fair. So it was really busy, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, the guys, a lot of the guys don't even know what the COVID were when we was coming out in the first lockdown. They were just like, town's gone quiet, what's going on? And we kind of having to explain that we're in the middle of a pandemic, and they couldn't quite come to terms with what was happening.
I travelled to St Peter's Square to meet up with the Two Brews team that were fundraising by doing a sleep out for 48 hours.
We started at 11:30 today. We walked from our unit at Salford, walked into town, collecting donations, and we got in town about 12 o'clock. We came in the clothes that we're wearing, so we were fortunate enough to get a donation from a food stall in Piccadilly Gardens at lunchtime, which was nice. And then the outreach teams in Manchester tonight have brought us food.
How long were you planning to be out here for?
48 hours we're doing it for, till midday. Midday on Sunday. We've raised just over £5,000 so far, so we're really pleased. We take on average about 100 meals a night out, so obviously that's got an ongoing cost. We've got a unit that we need to upkeep for storage, and obviously buying sleeping bags, tents, all stuff like that to help. These are actually rough sleepers down the end here, but we know them, we see them on a weekly basis, so they've welcomed us into their home, so to speak.
Yeah.